Wake up, everybody. Oopsie. Wake up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie Soph. From Sophia's Football Talk. Yeah, back again for another Euros content stream. This time we're going to be, of course, previewing the final Spain versus England. We'll be going through. I'm definitely very excited for the game 100%. First and foremost, apologies for being a little bit late, but we're here and we're ready to, of course, talk some Euros. I was supposed to have a guest on, unfortunately, he was not able to make it, but hey, the show will and must still go on 100%. So before we fully start to dive in to talk about this particular game, which will be this upcoming Sunday, make sure that you, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more new people to see your thinking. So if you look a little bit different today, that you might be thinking, guys, I was out with one of my best friends, I was like, if the weather was lovely here in Norway today, super sunny, because literally most of July has been atrocious. It was nice to get some, a nice day out, sun shining. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do my makeup. Why not? Didn't have time to take it off before the stream, but hey, we'll focus on that later. But either way, hope that each and every one of you guys are doing well on this Friday. I don't know about you guys, but since it's been, because now, God, it's been almost now 2 weeks since I went to this summer break, and I almost feel like I don't even know what day it is. I bought a ring, and then like the cashier was like, "Have a good week," and I was like, "You too," and I'm like, "Is it?" I'm like, "Oh damn, it's Friday." I don't know. Am I the only one? Let me know. Let me know. But either way, now I am kind of, you know, yapping. But either way, hope that you guys are doing well. Like this video, subscribe as well. Feel free to join the SFT membership, and let's get into the nitty gritty. So, obviously, you have Spain, who's had a very wonderful tournament, may I add, 100%. Very good tournament. A team that I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect him to go this far. I did not think that they were going to get all the way to the final. Nope. I was very pessimistic in regards to Spain. I just felt like, I don't know. I don't see it. I think they'll probably be out, you know, by round of 16, you know? But obviously, I did expect them to go through against Georgia, or maybe I kind of did say that maybe it'll be an upset. But then again, I don't know because I've been saying coming out with so many different types of predictions, and a lot of them have kind of been wrong. Um, but here we are. Here we are. Even though I was right for the semifinal, though, to be fair. But hey, or kind of. But Spain, they've been the only team that's won every single game. Also, just had like one goal kind of that they've been conceding in terms of like deficit, if that makes sense. So they conceded by one goal. But other than that, they've been a very, a team that's been proper and a force to be reckoned with 100%. That's what's been very interesting to follow along with the Spain team. And they played some entertaining football. It's not the possession-based football that we've seen under Pep Guardiola and such like that. With when you saw like with the Barcelona and that kind of also, um, you saw it in the Euros 28, 2012, 2010, and all that. It's not the same. But to be fair, I kind of been liking how they don't feel like they have to keep the ball. and it's often a bit more counter-attacking football, but it's exciting to watch. Especially with the likes of Lamine Yamal, he makes it exciting to watch this Spain team. Also, Nico Williams makes it exciting. Fabian Ruiz, as well as, of course, Rodri. I mean, yes, in that Man City squad, like I'm not really a fan of how Man City play football. Yes, they're effective, but it's boring to watch for me. I might have liked them a bit more at the beginning, the Centurions and all that, but now, snooze fest. That's just me. Potato, potato. It's whatever you prefer. But they are effective. Of course, a treble and a four-peat and multiple back-to-back Premier Leagues prior to that, then, other trophies in general is a result of that. But with Spain, having some of the maybe younger players, but also some of the older players, like I said, a Rodri, but also a Carvajal, who obviously missed the semifinal, but will be eligible to play for this final, is very important. Very, very important. Um, and overall, it's not maybe the like I think the overall squad is not the best. Definitely not. Let's be honest. You would have expected that a France will be favorites, go far, a Portugal, for sure, Germany, and then even like England, technically pound for pound, England on paper have, I would say, probably the best squad alongside of Portugal. 100%. Very, very, very good squad. England might even edge it a little bit, tiny bit. But for Spain, when you look at that bench, it's a little bit thin. But some players have been showing up that, hey, when needed, we might be able to show up. Such as also, I just was forgetting for a second, Daniel Olmo, been remarkable as well, whether he's come on from the bench or been starting. Guy has been a force to be reckoned with. He's been immense and a joy to watch. And it's a player that I would not have an issue with getting on a Man United kit. If you're ready to splash this upcoming season, I will not have an issue with that whatsoever. And that kind of says a lot that Sophie, would not, you know, have a problem with the fact that if Dani Olmo becomes a Man United supporter, I'm saying, Man United player, I will not have an issue with it. No, no, no. I wouldn't. Respectfully. You know? So, hey, Daddy, if you want to become a Man United, player, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Of course, I have to wait and see with all of that. Either way, um, that is a good player, though. To be fair, yeah, 100%. You also have the defense with Laporte and Lenormand. Well, technically, they're both French and could have been eligible to play for the French national team as well. But hey, they picked the Spain national team, and they've kind of made a solid centre back partnership for sure. You know, been they've been doing their thing. So I wonder. I think probably Spain would be big favorites for this final, but do not sleep on England as well. Yes, they have a manager who's okay. This is another final, back-to-back final. They've been in a semifinal of the World Cup as well. Back in 2018 and such. They've the last the four tournament that he has been in overall done very well. Been the most successful England manager in the newer times, compared to, of course, I mean, obviously, they won the World Cup back in 1966. I mean, my dad was 6 years old. My mom was not even born yet. She was like -1 since she's born in 67. So, like, it says a lot. A lot of us, generation here or even generation before, hasn't even watched, weren't even alive when England last, when they actually won the World Cup and such like that, and they, have won the Euros. The men's team, the women, let's not even get there. They've done their thing. They won. So, I'm not gonna sit there and say like England have it. The men's team have it. But the ladies, they've done their thing. Okay. And respectfully, so 100%. But they have a really good squad. Very, very solid, good squad. It depends now. Is Southgate going to get them into the promised land? Maybe. So far, not gonna lie, in the semifinal, he got it right with the substitutions. I was kind of thinking, brother, when are they coming? When will you make the substitutions? And both of the guys that got subbed in, they contributed and did their thing. Ollie Watkins with scoring the winner, and Cole Palmer assisting him as well. And then before that, you had, of course, you know, Ivan Tony assisting. Um, Pretty sure. Who did he assist? Was this assisting Bellingham? I think it was. No, it was not. One of it to even get into kind of what was it, the final? What was it, maybe against Slovakia? I think it might have been, if I'm not mistaken. Assisting Kane, I think it was in the for the winner against Slovakia, if I'm not mistaken. But also then scored, was one of the penalty takers against Slovenia. So, you know, some of the substitutions, especially getting like a Palmer in, kind of becoming like a impact player, impact sub, have often been working. I think with kind of persisting with having a Bellingham and a Kane is a bit like, but to some extent, he's been doing his thing. I do think, however, regardless of England, winning these Euros, he still should be leaving. But it looks to be there are reports saying that maybe, regardless of what happens, he still might get an extended contract. But hey, it's either here or there. We'll, of course, dive more into that once we get there. But for right now, England, if you put it in comparison to a Spain, they've been very underwhelming alongside France. I would say France have been probably even worse than England, but England have been very close as well to be very poor. They had a really good game overall against the Netherlands. First half was really good. I would say second half was a little bit underwhelming, but they came clutch at the end when it mattered, with, of course, Ollie Watkins scoring the winner. But it's been a very lackluster um, several performances throughout this tournament, and they've had a very much easier route compared to in Spain. Spain, who's had the likes of, if you think about it, they were in the same group as Croatia, and were they also in the same group as Italy and Albania as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they were. Yeah, that was a tough group. That was a tough group. That definitely not easy at all. Yeah, very. So no guarantee that they were gonna just waltz all over, but they did. They did very well. Um, and you then have them meeting in Georgia in the round of 16, then having to face Germany in the quarterfinal, and then in the semifinal having to face a France. Yes, a France that's been poor, but still, you can only beat the team that's ahead of you. And that's exactly what they did. So they've been having a little bit more of a rough, journey into the final. And when you have like in England, who's been in the same group as what, Denmark, who else were they in the same group as? Can't even remember. I remember definitely Denmark, right? And then I think it might have been Czech Republic as well, one of the others. And then in the round of 16, you have a Slovakia, you have a Slovenia, right? You have a also, oh wait, Serbia. They were also in the same group as Serbia. You also have a Switzerland, in the quarterfinal, and then Netherlands in the semifinals. So way more of an easier route. Yes, and they won that whole group that England had was basically, you know, England was the only team that actually won a game in that whole group. That says a lot. Horrible group. That was just how some of the other groups were a group of that in terms of just how difficult it is. That group was just the group of y'all are just dead. All of y'all are just dead and boring and just very lackluster, you know? But they're still here. They still deserve to be here. But let's be honest, if they had the same journey, the same route to the final as a Spain, no way would they be able to go past. I think they'll go past the Georgia, but they wouldn't go past the Germany. 100%. That would have been where the road would have ended for them. 100%. Bart, we are not doing any Ten Hag talk today. As you can see for the stream, it is Spain versus England, Euro talk. I already have a stream planned tomorrow for preseason Man United talk, so I'll save everything for then. Okay? Thank you very much. But like though, okay, where was I? Um, I just I am intrigued with England. Of course, I wanted Netherlands to go through. I did 100%. But England they were the better team, and they did their thing. Yes, of course. Maybe some people might be like that wasn't a penalty, it was a bit too harsh on Dumfries. I still stand on the fact that it was a penalty, even though I'm more of a Netherlands fan, but I still stand on that. And it is what it is, you know? But they did their thing and they're now in the final. Will they be bopped up the park? I don't think so. I don't think so. But they need to make sure that they're on it. I'm going to say that I do like how the Spain team is playing 100%, but I probably will be more of a fan of England and supporting England in a final because, hey, I want to see Cubby. I mean, by the way, it's Luke Shaw's birthday today, so happy birthday to Luke Shaw. Not that he's watching this, but happy birthday, regardless, fellow 95 baby, broski. But yeah, I would be so happy for Mainoo. Imagine winning the FA Cup in your first season, club level, being one like the guy to get that winner, and then also being a big part of why your nation gets the Euros, and you're the youngest player to do it for England. Are you mad? 19 years old? That would be incredible. So, a player that I am excited to watch. Yes, a lot of biased, but also he's just wonderful to watch in general. 100%. Kabi Boateng Mainoo. He is him. He is all of the whatever pronouns that he wants to use. He's all of it. Okay? All of it. But I am 100% very happy for the kid because he's been remarkable. What an amazing season and year he's had so far. Wow. And I cannot wait to see, you know, how the Euros will conclude. Maybe it's coming home. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Big up to my guy Nippon. Hope you're doing well, brother. Make sure you do support him, subscribe to his channel. Big up to you as well. Um, should Southgate have started Mainoo from the off and take a chill with instead of showing his final squad? To be fair, I don't even know with Chilwell because Chilwell was also like dealing with injuries himself. I think maybe a Tyrell Mitchell, but then again, it looks to be that Shaw probably will be starting the final on Sunday, as he did play the second half of the semifinal game. Then he played some minutes as well in the Slovenia game as well. So it looks to be that kind of how Southgate has been working him into the squad, into the first team. Has so far been working. And probably he will be playing he'll definitely be starting. So if we say who's gonna be starting, it'll be obviously Pickford. I think Pickford also, to be fair, maybe not the best goalkeeper, like Everton and all of that, as we know. But for England, guy shows up. Respectfully, he shows up. He is him for England. Here with I don't know what it is, but he be showing up. So I gotta give it to him. He deserves to be the first team goalkeeper for England. 100%. Seriously. So he's a shoe in, of course. Looks to be probably will be Mark Guay and John Stones. I'm gonna say Luke Shaw coming in, because if Luke Shaw is coming in, then it has to be a back four. I don't think it's gonna be a back three if it's gonna be Luke Shaw. So I'm gonna say Luke Shaw. And then we're gonna say on the right, it'll probably Kai Walker. To be fair, to deal with Nico Williams' speed, I think it has to be Kai Walker in there. Kai Walker off the ball is pretty good. Kai Walker on the ball is a little bit of a liability, because when you want to progress the ball forward and stuff like that, he ain't whipping across, like he ain't gonna do it for you. But give the ball to Saka and let him do it. You know what I'm saying? That Walker, focus on making sure that you are defensively sound. Be on it. Because we see you can do it against Vinny. We see you can do it against Mbappe. We know you can do it against the very fast, techie ballers. You can do it. So I don't think that he's going to really be having much difficulty with the Nico Williams. But if Southgate decides to pick Trippier, he will definitely have a long day keeping up with Lamine Yamal. Oh, baby. He going to be having a tough time keeping up with that guy. 100%. That is going to be mad difficult trying to deal with him. Not that I'm going to say that Luke Shaw is going to keep it on the wraps. No, 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 no. But I think I would, if I was, you know, Southgate, I would feel a bit more comfortable with having a Luke Shaw, keeping him like being in that battle against Aluminium Mal compared to a Trippier. Luke Shaw probably still will be struggling a little bit. Don't get it twisted, but then it needs to be that the rest of the defense has to be sound. Midfield needs to be on it as well. So it kind of is about that, upper, close more so further up the pitch in the middle. You have a Declan Rice and a Kobe Mainoo, 100%. I think we're probably gonna then be seeing a Bellingham will be starting. I'm not even gonna consider taking. Can you use cool trick in the background? You can use it to remove cobwebs. What? Huh. Okay. Interesting. I digress. Before I continue, people, make sure you, of course, continue to like the stream and, of course, also subscribe to the channel. Still on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make it happen. What else were I saying? Okay, yeah. So, Rice and Kobe Mainoo, I think it's important to still have that partnership. Bellingham will be starting. Probably will be in that 10. It is what it is. I think it would be better to have Phil Foden. But Phil Foden probably should. To be fair, as Phil Foden, yes, the earlier few games didn't play that well. In the semifinal, he played very well. I loved seeing the partnership, the Stockport kids, with the likes of Phil Foden and Kobe Mainoo. The partnership that they had, the connection, the link up was a breath of fresh air. It was lovely to watch. So I'm expecting probably Foden to still play again. I'm gonna say it probably will be playing on the left, inverting a little bit, but even though I feel bad for it, Anthony Gordon, who definitely haven't hardly gotten a lot of minutes, but it is what it is. It'll probably still be this. This is what it's gonna be. You have Kane up front and Saka. There's no need to try to change up. He does not deserve to be dropped. He's been very good. Have him play on that right hand side. So the only change that I think will happen, as you guys probably reckon, um, is going to be Luke Shaw in for Kieran Trippier. That's going to be it for sure. So that's going to be it for the England squad. But how will maybe a Spain, you know, set up? That's the question. How will Spain set up? So obviously in the last game you had a Jesus Navas that came in for Danny Carvajal. Probably will not be the case now as Carvajal is available. So I'm thinking maybe to do what they did against Germany, maybe. Obia, Unai Simon, of course. Carvajal as the right back. Kukurea as the left back. And to be fair, also, that is a guy that do deserve to get a little bit of prop. And yeah, Lenormand is back as well. Thank you. Yes, Lenormand is back again. So we'll see the same center back partnership between Lenormand and Laporte. Yes, I know Jesus Navas is actually a few years older than Lamine Yamal's father. Basically, Jesus Navas could be Lamine Yamal's father in terms of age. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. It really is. I wonder if Carvajal also could. 32. Maybe Carvajal also could. A very young father. He could. But regardless, as I said, Carvajal will be coming in, Lenormand, Cucurella on that left. In the midfield, you have a Rodri, Ruiz, very fire partnership over there, as both have had a very good tournament. And that midfield, England have to be on it 100%. But I think they can manage. I think so. They have to use the width 100%. You have a Yamal on the right hand side, Williams on the left. In that 10, as Pedri unfortunately is injured, no worries. You'll bring in a Dani Olmo right behind Morata, as Morata will be up front and the captain. Okay? Morata. How old is Morata now? Morata is 31. I wonder if he's going to be 32. We can help Morata. Alvaro Morata. Let me double check here. Yeah, he's going to be 32 in October. Damn. Okay. Big up Nitesh. Hope you're doing well as we're also live on Facebook. Big up to everybody here. Came in to get better of Rodri again. Ooh, get the better of Rodri. Yeah, you know what? Because remember who ended. Thank you, Bart, for reminding me. The guy that ended Rodri's, what was it? 2-year-ish streak, for Man City, where they hadn't lost. You know who? With Rodri, obviously. That was my guy, Kobe Boateng Mainoo. Can he do it again? Also, Van Dijk still 4 different incidents, 4 different mashup. Still haven't gotten the best of Kobe Mainoo. Boom. Hold that part. Milan looks good next to a more physical, mobile ball winner in Rice. Maybe Ten Hag should take notes. I mean, that's why we're trying to get an Ugarte, though, Bart. So technically, it's not about Ten Hag taking notes. The board is actually on it. We've been heavily linked to getting Ugarte. Looks to be that will be happening. Whether or not that's going to be permanently or on the loan. But we are looking to get it. And I agree. I think having somebody that can let Mainoo be more free roaming further up the pitch, and then you have a an Ugarte winning the balls, being the more physical one. Hey, Van Dijk Prime is better than Rion Vidic combined. And we're gonna give you a slight little ban for that comment. We're gonna put you on timeout, so you enjoy that timeout, okay? Think about what you just said right now. Think about what you just said, Bart, and then come back when you are ready to talk proper ball. Okay? When you're ready to not troll no more or take break from the trolling, let me know because that is atrocious. That is blasphemous. Mm, mm, mm. Also, so for this England team, I do think they can get at Spain. Do not get it twisted. Croatia showed, also even Germany showed you can get at Spain. They're not the team that, yes, overall, very good. Best team of the tournament, 100%. But don't get it twisted. They can still be got at. So England should not try to give them too much respect. It's not the Iniesta, the Xavi team. It's not that no more. So it's not going to be the high full possession tiki taka type of football. It's not. It's different, entertaining, but it's different. So they can get at them. And the thing that England have a little bit that maybe might help them about a bit more is the fact that they have people on the bench, more people on the bench that they can bring on to help them out. Whether or not it'll happen, it's we'll see on Sunday. But you have a Cole Palmer that can change things up. You have a Ollie Watkins that can change things up. There's a lot, 100%. Even a Bowen, like they have players that can change things up when needed. Even Trent as well. So it's about figuring it out. I think what Southgate has to continue doing, be proactive, do not be reactive. Okay, make those changes before it's too late. You know, big up Ed. Hope you're doing well, broski. Says Spain finally abandoned Pep ball and now they're flourishing. Thank Ed. This is why I've been like I just can't with the Spain team maybe or the years where I just haven't been like a fan. You know, because I can't do it. I can't do it. Even though, to be fair, no, to be fair though, I did like the Barcelona team even before Pep came. That 06, 07, I actually did like. I prefer those, but I wasn't like super opposed to or like very anti, back in like 09, 11. I was okay, but I just don't like this whole keep the ball, control, sideways passes. No, I need guys to not be restricted. Okay? Remember how Jack Grealish, Villa Grealish, was something else. Bring that back. He needs to leave that Man City squad ASAP. He needs to leave. If you want to be making sure that you are at the World Cup in about 2 years from now, you got to get the hell away from that Man City team. Get away from Pep because you will keep having yourself restricted. And Daniel Olmo, do not go to Man City. Jamal Musiala, do not go to Man City. Please, please. Some of these ballers do not go, especially if Pep Guardiola is still there. I'm sorry, the guy is a genius, but I can't do it no more. Yes, incredible coach. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I'm tired of this football that he has. Yes, it's a fact. I can't do it. I want us to go back to the free flowing freestyle football. I'd rather have a contra attacking football than this whole position, keep the ball. Because whenever sometimes a Pep team is in a transition, you see them slowing down. Why are you slowing down? Stop it. Stop slowing down. Stop having it being so, yeah, I'm sorry, I get so passionate about it, but it's the truth. I'm tired. Enough is enough. Bring, make free flowing football great again. Okay? That's that's enough for my little rant. I'm sorry. That might be an unpopular opinion. We might need to do a stream where we talk about some unpopular opinions because I Had enough. Big up man like Will. Hope you're doing well, bro. Skeet says it'll be interesting how Southgate would approach this final. This Spanish team is unbelievable form and can be difficult to break down, in my opinion. And I think that's a fair opinion, 100%. They will not be easy to break down, but I feel like, I think, the thing is, though, 100%, I do think Spain, it'll be difficult for England, 100%. But it's a game where I don't know. I don't know. It can really go either way. It could be like a Spain smashing up England, but then again, I don't think that will be the case. And it could be England playing proper terrorist football, haram football, maybe, and just stinking up a win, maybe, or they might show up. I don't know. It could be either way. Big old Wolves will be doing well. As the Croatia defensively versus Spain remind me of how England defend. They thought just everyone coming back will be enough. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Croatia also showcased that they can be got at. They can be got at. So it's then England's job to make sure that they're ready. When it's needed, be ready to snuck up on them. Okay? Be ready, snuck up on them. That's what it is. Be ready. Ed also says, but Spain now have the perfect balance of being able to pass around your midfield and break lines and also unleash the wingers down the channels. Yes, especially having those wingers, proper pacey, technical wingers, that to me, beautiful. Beautiful. So, England defense, they got to be on it. Do not get it twisted. If they're not careful, yo, Lamine Yamal can have a field day. Just how we did against France, that can be the case. So do not get him too much space because he will, boom, get you. And then it's on freaking hell. Shoo! A rocket. That can be the case. You never know. You never know. But I want to hear your guys' prediction. Okay. And if you're watching this on the replay, what is not what you want to happen, but what you think will happen in this game? Who is winning? Okay. Overall, within the full 90 minutes or even extra time penalty, doesn't matter. How do you think this Euros final edition 2024 will conclude, will end? Me, as I was preparing for the stream, I've literally written down in my notes. I don't know if I believe this, but something tells I've actually not been even believing in England throughout this tournament as well. I've often been like against Switzerland. I definitely expected them to lose. Against Netherlands, I expected them to lose, but they won. So now I'm like, did they win? I said 2-1 England. And I written down Bellingham to score the first goal, and then Saka to score the second goal to score the winner. Because that would be very poetic. Imagine that, having underwent horrific racist abuse about 3 years ago in the last Euros, 2021, alongside Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho. And only one of those three are in this Euros, carrying in that and just been immense, incredible still after all of that. And I can't, yes, Saka plays for Arsenal, one of my, ops, but I cannot, no matter what it is, I cannot hate Saka. I think the guy's lovely. Lovely guy. I love his personality, seems great. He's also a wonderful football player. I can't hate him. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. Whatever, there's no bone in me that can hate the guy, And of course, personally, you never hate anybody, but like, I can't be like, I can't have any agendas against me. I can't do it. I think he's a great footballer. I would have loved to have him at Man United. It's that simple. Maybe it's also just what he's went through, and also being a fellow black person as well. There's something, maybe tiny bit of that as well. But either way, hey. But then again, It would be, I'm also trying to manifest Kobe Mainoo to score the winner. I'm manifesting that as well, by the way. Imagine, oh my god, I would cry. I would cry if that happens as well. That would be insane. Imagine that. Are you mad? I would be coming to the stream on Sunday. My eyes would be red. Even more than they've been for the last few weeks. It will be worse. 100%. Are you mad? It'll be insane. It'll be insane. Ay, 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 ay. Ah. Mm. Hey, Wolves and Spain win would be a win for football, though most admit after dreadful start of Euros, England has definitely improved their last two games. You know what? I would want England to win, but if Spain win, the best team I won then, because they've been the best team overall in the tournament. So I've had more of an agenda against Spain in the other years, but I don't really have had an agenda against them this tournament. I actually think they've been a joy to watch. Big up. Yamal, that would be incredible. That storyline as well. Being, to be fair, his birthday, I mean, he'll be 17 tomorrow, the day before the final. But basically, you can't have like, oh, a 16-year-old winning the Euros. But for the majority of the Euros, he's been 16 years old, and he's been remarkable at that. So yeah, I have a feeling of dread. Southgate will stink his way to victory. This is what I feel, Ed. I don't know what it is, but I think that might be the case as well. I don't know what it is. I think maybe they'll start off well, or maybe they might start off horrendously, but then they manage to get through at the end. I don't know. They just have like proper guys that can change the game from the bench. That's why I feel like they might stink. And to be honest, would you even care? The most important thing, if you do win, you win. Like, let's be honest, Portugal, when they won it back in, you know, 2016, they didn't win a single game in the group stages, I believe, or even in the knockout rounds. To be fair, they didn't really until the semifinals. So they had a very like stinky road, but they managed to do it. And nobody now is saying, "Oh, they shouldn't have won." Da, da, da. They won, and it is what it is. So if England does it, England does it. You know, big up, like literally. Ed says, I think Yamal is set for player of the tournament. Unless Jude produces a masterclass, then his PR machine will have him win it. Who do you think wins young player of the tournament? To be fair, prior to it, I would say like it would be Lamine Yamal. But to be fair, I think Lamine Yamal, even if they don't win it, I think Lamine Yamal should win the best player of the tournament regardless of the age, because I think he's been that good, you know. But I agree with what you're saying. The thing is, though, if Bellingham does the madness in the final, let's say scores the winner or just scores one of the goals, like he heavily is, involved in them winning the final, then surely you should have him probably being the best player. But I hear what you're saying. I do think he started off the first game very good, but in the other games, very lackluster. Yes, scored a wonderful overhead kick, but other than that, it's been a bit lackluster. Penalty shootout, good though. But other than that, Dark Crow, big up by the way, everybody that's here so far, been here for this match preview stream. I didn't think it was going to be this long, but regardless, nice to talk. England fans are loud as usual, full of overconfidence, shouting it's coming home like they did 4 years ago. To be fair, I think sometimes people are thinking or taking the song a bit too seriously. The song, I ain't gonna lie, I think this slaps. It's coming home, it's coming, football's coming, it slaps. I'm sorry, stop being Debbie Downers. Just because somebody's saying it doesn't mean that they're 100% being so serious that, oh my god, this is coming home. Sometimes I think it's a point where it's gotten a bit, we're being sarcastic. I think so. Of course, there are some people that are 100% being like, we're taking this home, it is coming home, but not everybody. So if they're being overconfident, it's your nation, it's your team. I don't, brother, If Norway played uh, as soon as the national anthem is being sung, I would be, oh, I don't care. The same is with Man United. I do not give a damn. If I'm confident, I will bring chess, figuratively speaking, of course, because, you know. But either way, England underdogs, and that will help them, maybe. And can they choose same player of the tournament, a young player? That then I wonder. Hmm. Big up Eddie. Hope you're doing well, broski. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, everybody. Says big up Sofia. I get a feeling of how United showed up versus City in the FA Cup. Could Spain be complacent and get beat like Pep's boys? This is kind of the feeling that I have as well, Eddie. I just have a feeling that that can be the case, where a lot of people expected Man United to lose in that final, but we still showed up. We still showed up, you know? And City, yes, okay, maybe they were not on it, they were da, 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 but we showed up. Just because another team doesn't show up doesn't mean that you shouldn't show up? But that's a fair point. Thank you for dropping a like. Would Yamal do good in the England team? Would he do good in brother? Bring Yamal into Norway's national team and he's gonna cook. Are you whatever team he's on, he's cooking because he's that good. 12 likes, everyone. Make sure you hit it. Yes, thank you, Eddie. Yes, guys. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Subscribe to the channel. Still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make it happen. The way I'm pointing today is a bit of a madness. Sorry, people. Ed says, think it's Cobby or Williams for young player, depending on who wins the tournament. You know what? I think Cobby Mainoo would deserve it as well, 100%. But the thing is, though, sometimes it's not always about who wins it. Often it can also be, let's be honest, if, because I'm trying to think who's good. I think, I think Yamal should win. Okay, if Spain wins it, then I think Yamal probably should win the best player of the tournament, and Kobe should win the best young player. But then again, if for instance England wins it, then it'll probably be like maybe a Bellingham or a Kane, maybe even that wins the best player. And then I think it should be regardless. What I'm trying to say is Yamal has to win an award, regardless of they winning it or not. He has to win it. Whether it be the best player overall or the best young player, he has to win an award. He has to. He has to. Sorry. Maybe it's coming home, meaning at first place was also that 1996 Euros was first Euros or World Cup in English soil after 1996. Yeah, there's a lot of meaning to it, and they've kept kind of using that song regardless. So I think sometimes people don't take it too seriously. Big up, Teddy. Hope you're doing well. Big up. But yeah, before we end this stream, I want to hear your prediction. Okay, if you just tuned in now, let me know who is winning this final, this Euros. Is it Spain or is it England? And if so, what will the score be? To those who just tuned in, I'm predicting, I'm not completely sure, but this is my prediction. This is just a feeling, an inkling that I have that England will win 2-1 against Spain. I think it's not going to be like a boom, boom, one team is going to be better than the other. I think it's going to be very close, but I think England might just edge it at the end. So 2-1 England. To get the winner. Or maybe Saka. But I'm going to manifest Kobe Mainoo to get the winner. Just like he did in the FA Cup final in the Manchester Derby. But yeah, let me know. Let me know before we end this stream. Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 minute. 1 minute to let me know. And if you're watching this, do let me know your score prediction as well in the comment section. Okay? Okay. But yeah. Pick up though, everybody. Can't believe that the Euros are almost done now. That is mad how time has gone by so fast. Mad. Pick up now. Just about to end this, but I want to hear your score prediction for the game. Teddy says 2-1 Spain, but if it goes to pen, England would win. England fan. Okay. Big up Football Talk Podcast. Hope you're doing well, Aussie. Big up to you. I'm all good. Hope that you're doing well as well. We're just about to end, but I would love to hear your thoughts about your prediction for the game. 2-0 Spain. Okay. Okay. 2-0 Spain. Interesting. That can happen. We'll talk. But that is a good point, Teddy. That's something, yeah. Because they've been very good in penalty shootouts, so since. Yeah, that can happen. Remember how Spain went out in the World Cup to Morocco in penalty shootout? I remember. I remember. I was like, yeah, they're losing this. I saw it. I saw Busquets. Oh, Murat. Did Murata score? No, I feel like he missed. I remember Busquets missed. But he's obviously not. He retired from the national team. But yeah, I think we're going to end it here. Big up everybody that's been here for this match preview stream. This has been the longest stream that we've done in a long time. But I will, of course, be back tomorrow to talk all things Man United. So all of the, questions y'all have in regards to Man United, I'll answer that tomorrow as we will be doing the preseason preview. I know Jadon Sancho, that whole situation, he's now back training with the squad. Him and Ten Hag have squashed the beef. They're done. And I want to talk more in depth about that tomorrow. But it's lovely news. I'm actually very happy about that. And Johnny Evans renewing contract. Joshua Xerxes to Man United, done. A lot of it we will be talking about. Okay. Before I go, let me answer this. After seeing the likes of Georgia, Swiss, Austria, Cook, do Norway's expectation to qualify go up now? It's broski. You know how sad I am to see Norway not there and seeing the likes of Georgia, who is in the same group as Norway, Switzerland, Austria, they're cooking. It's it pains me. It pains me because we have a good squad. We do. A lot of people are just talking about Martin Erdegaard and Erling Haaland, but to be fair, we also have other guys. We have Anusa, we have Alexander Sørloth, we have other players that actually plays not just in Norway, but in a lot of other big leagues. Some players that plays in La Liga, some that now plays, in Italy, some that plays in England. There's a lot. So we should expectation 100% goes even more if we do not make it to that World Cup in 2026, especially now that there are added nation, even more nations going. Then I don't have no hope no more after that. Then I give up. I give up. Then it would be 26 years. I'm finished then. Okay? So respectfully, we have to make it happen. Wolf says at every nation because 16 UEFA nations play next World Cup and of course 24 in Euros. We need to make it happen. I'm tired. But yeah, guys, I gotta go. See you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely time. And big up everybody. Like this video before you go. Subscribe to the channel. Join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And I'll see you guys for tomorrow's stream. Peace out. So peace out. Bye-bye.